Hey everybody, this is Anthony here, and it's the Anthony Antics podcast you're listening to. So this podcast, well, what's it going to be? It's going to be, I guess, one guy at his computer just talking about, I guess, a wide range of topics. The things that I'm passionate about are music, and also, I guess you could call the esoteric, the metaphysical, the spiritual, the philosophical. But you won't hear discussion about all the isms under the sun here. I'm not a big fan of isms, to be quite honest. I have my interest in the spiritual and the esoteric, but I don't necessarily know my Kant from my Hegel. I mean, obviously I know the difference between those two, but it's not. Yeah, you won't find a detailed philosophical discussion of isms, but certainly 40 years of life experience. And over 20 years of reading and research into the esoteric and spiritual, I'll be able to present at the very least, together with my fandom of music. So, I love music, and I guess we're talking the Western popular and rock culture here. My whole life I've just loved radio music, pop music, and also branched out into, I guess, the blues, going back to the origins of the blues. Again, not necessarily an expert on the blues, but, I know what I like, and I guess I'll be talking about the topics that interest me in that area as well. And possibly any and all other inane ramblings as they come to mind. So that's what you have to look forward to on the Anthony Antics podcast. And, this is starting out. I don't know how often I'll do this. I don't know what form it will take. It's all heading into the unknown at the moment for me, which is quite appropriate to the spiritual quest. I think those of us who are on a spiritual quest for knowledge and for, heaven forbid, even wisdom, I think we know how much the unknown figures into a spiritual quest. I guess to be an explorer of the spiritual and the esoteric, you sort of have to head out from parts known and you have to head into the great unknown. And I think for a lot of people, that probably seems really strange and, maybe filled with all kinds of pitfalls and, and potential for error. And definitely, it absolutely is. And but I like to think that I keep myself on the straight and narrow. I think as a touchstone, Christianity and Jesus Christ are at the center of my quest, I suppose. I guess Jesus is the rudder. He keeps me straight, and it's like, as they say, it's like walking the razor's edge when you're an explorer of the spiritual. You're constantly listing left and listing right, hopefully keeping to that center rudder though, and forging onwards and avoiding the pitfalls of error and intellectual dead ends, which can creep in. So there you go, the Anthony's Antics podcast, possibly more serious at times than the name would indicate, but nevertheless, this is the journey that we're on together, and hopefully what I have to say will be interesting in some way. Okay, thanks for listening. This is the introduction to the podcast, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.